Hey guys, Don from Decorative Landscape Orders again. Lonnie asked us the other day if we do a quick little video on our truck, and since it's finally not raining here, it's been raining here for the last 10 days while we're waiting for things to dry out, I thought today would be a good day to do that for. So this is our truck. It's a 1998 International 4700. It's got a Allison transmission, it's got air brakes, it's rated at 26,000 GVW. One of the things we set out when we built this truck, after working it out of a trailer for about 12 years, were storage. My old trailer, we used to have to crawl over the top of things, move a bunch of stuff around to get to things, and I didn't want to do that anymore. So this thing's got great underbody storage. There's a spot for everything. It's easy to see, it's easy to get to, it's all at ground level. You got stairs that go up into the sandbox. We have a 12 cubic foot hydraulic mixture from Curb King. I've been really happy with this thing so far. There's virtually hardly any moving parts to it. It's all hydraulic, so there's a motor that direct drives to a hydraulic pump, which turns a hydraulic motor, and that's it. There's no chains, no sprockets, no belts, no gears, just the hydraulic side of it. It's also got a they claim it's got a hydraulic dump feature, which it kind of does, but basically the paddles will reverse, and when it's not locked in, it'll spin the barrel around and dump it. The mixer itself is a spiral drum mixer. If you can see in there, the shadows. Basically, it's all a spiral. There's virtually no way to get your hand caught on this thing, so my mixer likes to reach in and grab a chunk of or a ball of concrete to check the mix, and it used to always bother me watching him do that he's going to get his hand caught in a paddle. So a little more safe that way. It'll also run up to like 3/4 inch rock. We decided to go with a side mount mixer. It puts the mixer in the middle of the truck. It puts the Portland right next to the mixer. It puts the sand right behind the mixer. The water's on the other side, so the guy mixing doesn't have to move up and down the truck or the trailer all day long. You just almost stand in one spot. It helps with distributing the weight on the truck as well, and it keeps everybody out of traffic. So when we worked on busier roads, get everybody at the back of the trailer loading and unloading concrete, just always waiting for a car to slam in the back of us. So it's a little safer a spot. The next feature we really liked about this truck was the ability to carry a full pallet of Portland. So whenever we are out, I just go to Home Depot, pull the side off, they put a full pallet on with a forklift, and we're on the road again. Some more underbody storage here. Another thing we had on our trailer that I couldn't stand was hose. We had hose all over the place, coils of hose hanging, and it was always mismanaged and it wasn't put away right. So now we have 100 feet of hose on a coil. It's all pre-plumbed into the truck. So when the truck's connected to a water source, it goes up to that barrel. We can fill this barrel up with a faucet there, and then there's a sprayer inside the sandbox as well if you want to spray some water in the mixer. Another feature we added to our water barrel was a overflow. Routinely, our old barrel, we would throw a hose in the barrel when we got there in the morning. Someone would turn it on, and then 20 minutes later we had a trailer full of water because someone forgot to shut it off. So now the water reaches that spot there, and it just drains out to the bottom of the truck. It doesn't go into the sandbox anymore. So up on top, we've got 3 manual wheelbarrows that we usually only get them out on bigger jobs where we're going to stage a bunch of concrete out in front of us. The sandbox itself will hold about 4 yards of sand, although if we fill it up, it'll overload the truck. So generally, the truck will carry about 500 feet of material. Behind the Portland here, we have another small box that we put base in for filling in voids. And then at the very back of the truck, we have a 2-yard sod box, and basically it just becomes our trash bin. We put all of our cut sod back here, leftover buckets. Then at the back of the truck, between the frame rails, we added this compartment to carry all of our pulled steel edging. It keeps all the debris from getting in with the sand, and it's a nice place for it to ride. On the back of the truck, we have a 2,500 pound lift gate that came with the truck. Originally I was going to take it off because if I get rid of it, it weighs about 1,200 pounds. I can add another 110 feet of material to the truck, but it's been real handy. So for now it stays. We haven't completely decided if we're going to keep it or not. And this is our road base bin. It's just a chute that opens up. You can bring the wheelbarrows right underneath it and shovel right out of it. It holds about 1/4 of a yard. Not a whole lot, but it's usually enough for everything that we do, and it keeps everything separate. The driver's side of the truck has more underbody storage. This is where we keep all of our sealer and sprayers and chemicals, hand tools, extra hose, and then the last compartment, it's the battery for the lift gate and some traffic cones and some miscellaneous stuff. So to get into our equipment box, we have an aluminum ramp, and I needed storage for it, so it couldn't be any wider than the truck because it stores underneath the box. It goes across the truck. So the truck's fairly tall, so that ended up making that ramp kind of steep. Most of our tools are all self-propelled except for our curbing machine, and you can push it up it, but it gets to be a little bit of a hassle, and it's kind of wearing hard on the curbing machine because the guys are letting it slide off the ramp. So we put a winch up on the ceiling in there. Just a little 2,500 pound ATV winch that's remote control, and we'll use that to pull the curbing machine back up inside. Besides that, in here we got room for a muck truck. There's usually a Ryan Jr. sod cutter up front, and then our curbing machine, and then we still have some space here as well. And there's the notorious curb piss, which I've been super happy with so far, so I'll be ordering some of that pretty soon from Lonnie. And we have a full tarp that covers the sand, the Portland, and the base. Keeps the weather out of it. So that's our truck. We put a lot of planning into it before we built it. Been super happy with the way it turned out. It's a little on the short side for materials. I was hoping to build an 800-foot truck, and at this chassis at the 26,000 GVW, it's not. There's just no way to do it. Everything just weighs too much. So version 2 will probably be a 33,000 GVW truck, which means I got to go to driver school and get a CDL, which I'm not super crazy about because there's a whole bunch of stuff that comes with that as well. But it's probably what I'll end up doing. The advantages of the truck: heavy brakes, heavy transmission, no wear and tear on a nice pickup. I pretty much ruined a F350 Lariat over the years from pulling that trailer around. The way these trucks are built, the skids, you can basically just unbolt the bed, and with, let's see, there's 6 giant U-bolts, you can unbolt that and drive the truck out from underneath everything you built, and then just put that on another truck. So when it comes time to re-chassis this thing, it'll just take a few hours. We just got to find the right truck and put all of our stuff back on it, and we're good to go. It's a little bit more expensive to rent every year than a trailer because you got to buy insurance, but it's about $62 a month for my insurance on this truck, which is hardly anything. And the taxes really aren't that bad. They're not much more than what my trailer was. And even though it's long with the crew cab, it actually turns shorter than my truck and trailer ever did as far as making right-hand turns into traffic. So I would never go back to a trailer again after having a truck. It's all personal preference, but that's our truck. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks. Have a good day.